manojavaṁ mārutatulyavegaṁ jitendriyaṁ buddhimatāṁ variṣṣṭham vātātmajaṁ vānarayūthamukhyaṁ śrīrāmadūtaṁ śirasā namāmi śrīrāmadūtaṁ śirasā namāmi. The title of the session: Discover your inner strength with Hanumān Cālīsā. How we are going to look at this one? We are not going to look at this not only from the bhakti point of view. We will also looking at this Hanumān Cālīsā, how it is going to be beneficial for us in day-to-day life. What are the things I can learn to implement in my life to improve my personality? How can I discover my inner growth? And what are the limitations in my life? What are the things which I need to accomplish? And what are the obstacles are coming in the life, in our up and downs in the life? How can I overcome those obstacles? So all these things we'll be looking at from Ramayana point of view, at the same time Swami Vivekananda's teachings point of view, and also how it is going to be beneficial in my day-to-day life. Especially our talks, our sessions, keeping in the mind the youth. Of course, everyone is youth here. Youth in the sense, I am not pointing out the body age. I am pointing out the spirit in you. That is the youth. The youth spirit. What is the spirit of the youth? Always want to do something in the life. Very active nature. Very dynamic nature. That is the reason you are coming to the Hanumān Cālīsā. The moment when you hear the word Hanumān, you will become like a Superman. Of course, I can use the word superwoman also. It is for together, it is for everyone. So let us see the title first. Discover your inner strength with Hanumān Cālīsā. This is a title we have given to these sessions. Discover. Let us start the looking into the word discover. What is the meaning of the discover? Discover means that which is there with you already, but which was covered. Example of Hanumanji, when they are going to the Lanka, the Angada, Jambavanta, and some other great people along with Hanumanji, everyone is expressing how much they can jump. How much they can jump because they have to go to the Lanka. It is the ocean. Everyone comes and tells, I can jump this much, I can jump this much. But Hanumanji is nicely sitting in one corner without saying anything. At that particular time, Jambavanta goes and tells, hey, you are having the inner potentiality that you can able to jump from here to the Lanka. You can cross over. That means the power of jumping from this side to other side is already there in the Hanumān. And within all of us, we are having that power. Potential power is there. We are having the potentiality. Swami Vivekananda says, each soul is potentially divine. That divinity we have to manifest. That manifestation of the divinity is called discovery. Discover. It is covered. What you need to do? You need to dismiss the cover. Then it will be discover. So that discover, when I am using the word discover your inner strength, that means we are not going to create any strength in you because it is already there with you. It is already there with you. It is already there in you. You are having that potentiality. You are having that strength. But because of our thinking style, because of our thinking pattern, we think we are limited beings. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. It is impossible to me. Nothing is impossible. It may be difficult. Nothing is impossible. It may be difficult. So the strength which we are having within us, that we are going to discover with the help of Hanumān Cālīsā. Now, who is Hanumān? We don't require any special introduction to the Hanumanji. Do we need any introduction to Hanumanji? Without giving any introduction, you all are here. You all are here means you know who is Hanumān. You know the glory of the Hanumān. You want to just revel into that one. Hence, you are here. You don't require any special introduction to the Hanumān. Of course, the entire Hanumān Cālīsā, we will be talking the glories of the Hanumān, how we can take to ourselves. Okay. So that Hanumān we will see. Now, Cālīsā. Cālīsā means 40. Cālīsā means 40. There are Doha, there are Chopai. There are two different things. Doha is different from the Chopai. Chopai is different from the Doha. Doha means it is like a shloka. Doha means it is like a shloka. When you say the Chopai, in the Chopai, it is like a half of the shloka, I can say. For a simple terminology, Chopai means half of the shloka. See, if you look at the Doha, like our Anushtup Chanda meter, etc., you will have the 4 padas. In Doha, you will have the 4 padas. Whereas in Chopai, you will have only the 2 padas. So this is a difference. And why we need to do the Hanumān Cālīsā? What is the need to discover our inner strength? Why only Hanumān Cālīsā? Why only Hanumanji? Hanumanji is our superhero. We do not find a single incident where Sri Hanumān has committed any mistake and got blamed for any act of his. He is the very embodiment of wisdom, devotion, and service. So Hanumanji is the embodiment of 3 things: wisdom, devotion, and service. There is one particular sutra in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. In the 2nd chapter, the first sutra, Patanjali Maharshi introduces tapasvadhyaya ishvara pranidhanani kriya yogaha. Tapas, swadhyaya, and Ishvara Pranidhana. All these 3 you can see in Hanumanji. The wisdom, devotion, and service. So this noble son of Vayu Devata has innumerable virtues. And when I used the word, the Hanumanji is a son of Vayu Devata, there is a reason for that. If you look at the Surya Bhagavan, same time he cannot give the light to the entire earth. You are having the day and night. During the daytime, you will have the Surya Bhagavan light. During the night time, you will have the Chandra's light. If it is a Amavasya, that also will not be there. But whereas Vayu, 24/7 it is available. 24/7 the Vayu is available, which is our vital air, or I can say our bioenergy. We enhance our bioenergy with the help of the Vayu only. People can live without food couple of days. People can live without any drinks couple of days, maybe couple of hours. But people cannot live without the Vayu. And some of you may say, hey, I'm a great yoga teacher. I can do the Kumbhaka for 1 minute. Hey, you may do the Kumbhaka for 1 minute, but the air is there already inside. Inside the air is there. You are holding the air inside. You are not allowing the air outside. If you are too advanced yogi, you may do the Bahya Kumbhaka, but still not 100% air is gone out. So that means the Vayu plays very important role in our life. So Hanumanji is the son of the wind god, and Hanumanji is serving, and Vayu Devata is serving without any holiday, without any pride. What a noble and inspiring ideal of service coupled with the utmost humility. That is the nature of the Hanumanji. Okay. And here in these classes, we are going to learn how can we imbibe from the life of Hanumanji. There are rare qualities, or I can say the wonderful qualities where Hanumanji is having. We are going to imbibe those qualities. The utmost importance to know who should really be our master. When we take the Hanumanji as our role model, so we should know more about the Hanumanji. Hanuman Cālīsā, which was given in Avadi language. Hanuman Cālīsā was given in Avadi language. This Avadi language, people used to speak. Of course, now also there are people who speak this Avadi language in Uttar Pradesh, in and around Ayodhya. In and around Ayodhya, this Avadi language is there. Avadi is another dialect of the Hindi, slightly different. So Tulasidas wrote this Hanuman Cālīsā as well as Ramcharitamanas in Avadi language. And it was written around 16th century. In Hanuman Cālīsā, each line, not only the prayer. So please make a note, in Hanuman Cālīsā, each line is not just a prayer, but each line is a mirror to our own potential. Hanuman Cālīsā, each line is not just a prayer, but it is a mirror to our own potential. And what else is there in the Hanumanji? Courage with humility, in which Ravana is not there. Courage with the humility. Number 2, strength with service. Number 3, devotion with discipline, and wisdom with action. These are the 4 important qualities we can see in Hanumanji. There are many people who may be having the courageous people, but no humility. Humility is also very, very important. Without humility, if you are having the courage, it is not so good. So courage should go with humility. That we are going to see in Hanumanji's life. And strength is there. But if you don't do any service, if you are not useful for the society, you may be having the tremendous strength, but not useful to the society, not useful to anyone. What is the point? There is no use. So hence, strength should go with the service, that we can see in Hanumanji. Then number 3, so much devotion in the Hanuman. And some of you might have been seen the pictures that where Hanumanji opens the chest, where Rama and Sita can be seen. That much devotion is there. But devotion should go with the discipline. There are many people, maybe devotees, but if you don't have the discipline, it will not give the perfection. That inner purity will not be there. So please cultivate the devotion with discipline. There are certain disciplines which has to be followed. If you don't have the discipline, if you are in just devotion, which is not so good. Then the fourth one, wisdom with action. You are having so much wisdom, so much knowledge is there, but that knowledge is not useful to you or others. What is the point of having the knowledge? You are having the knowledge, neither using for yourself, nor using for others. Again, no use. So hence, wisdom with action. In another way, I can say, every action has to be done with wisdom. Now, those 4 points I'm going to tell you in a different way now. The actions has to be performed with wisdom. Without the wisdom, if you simply perform the action, there is a possibility of mistakes. So hence, all your actions should be performed with wisdom that we are going to see in Hanumanji's life. Then you need to have the discipline. Not only simply discipline, the discipline with the devotion. Whatever the things you are doing in your life, disciplined life. Many people, you are following the disciplined life. But you need to have the devotion also with the discipline. The devotion also is very, very important. There is a one sutra, again from the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Satkara sevito druda bhumihi, where he uses the word how to do the abhyasa, how to do the practice. There Patanjali Maharshi says, Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito druda bhumihi. Satkara asevito, with the devotion you need to do your abhyasa. The abhyasa has to be done with devotion. So discipline should go with devotion. And another point, I said strength with service. Now I am telling in a different way. Service with strength. So many of you or most of you are interested to do some service, some seva. Not necessarily the physical seva. Seva can be any type. Service can be any way. Talking with someone is also a service. Spending some wealth to someone is also service. Like doing some virtuous things, pouring the water to the plant also is service. There are many ways to do the service. And you want to do the service, but you don't have the strength. Let us take the example. If you are taking care some people in your home, old people or elderly people, and sincerely you want to take care, absolutely no doubt in your feelings, but you yourself, if you don't have the strength, what kind of service you will do, tell me? There are many people says, I want to change the world. There are many poor people are there in the world. I want to support, I want to support. But what you can support when you don't have yourself? So, service with the strength. There was one incident in Swami Vivekananda's life. When Swami Vivekananda is traveling, one person came. He told the Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, I want to become a sannyasi. I want to become a sannyasi. Can you please give me sannyasa? Then Swamiji asked, what do you do? What is your profession? What is your work? He said, I am a beggar. I am a beggar. What do you have to give up? I don't have anything to give up. Then Swamiji says, you first go and earn, then you give up. Then you will have the value. You earn first, then you give up. Then it will have the value. I don't have anything. Can I come and stay? Can I become a sannyasi? No, don't have the value. So you earn first, then you give up. Giving up will have the more strength than earning. People think earning is having the strength. Earning will, you don't require much strength. Giving up requires more strength. That too, inner strength. That's what our title. The inner strength is our title. We are going to develop that inner strength. To develop that inner strength, we need to lead a life of service. Samaveda says very beautifully. In Samaveda, someone asked, how can I learn giving up? How can I learn giving? How can I do the dhanam? I am a miserly person, how can I do the dhanam? So Samaveda says, Dhanina adhanam thara. Dhanina adhanam thara. I can give the modern example. Someone comes and asks, how can I learn swimming? How can I learn swimming? Thank God, no one is conducting online classes on swimming. So how can I learn the swimming? By swimming itself, you will learn the swimming. By swimming itself, you will learn the swimming. So the service with the strength. Then humility with courage. Humility with courage. I said courage with humility. Now I am telling in a opposite. Humility with courage. That is also correct. This is also correct. There are many people, if someone comes and attacks you, you say, I am following the peace mission, I am not supposed to hurt anyone. Anyway, you cannot even hurt the ant also. What you are going to do? No? So hence, no, I speak the good, noble peace award I want, because always I say only Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That won't work. You need to have the strength, you need to have the courage, then you can show your peace, that humility, that will have the value. Otherwise, humility without the strength will not have the value. I repeat one more time, the humility without the strength will not have the value. Humility without the courage will not have the value. How we are going to see in the Hanumanji's life. And what else we can learn? What are the other qualities which we can cultivate through Hanuman Cālīsā? We can cultivate a self-confidence. Swami Vivekananda says, whether you believe in God or not, you should have the belief in yourself. The self-confidence is the most important confidence. The trust yourself first. Most of the time, we don't trust ourselves, we want to depend on others. So Swami Vivekananda says, confidence in yourself is important. Who is an atheist? Swami Vivekananda says, atheist is not who don't believe the God, atheist is the one who don't believe in one's own self. So believe in your own self. The self-confidence, it should not be overconfidence. That also we learn from the Hanuman Cālīsā. Self-confidence is important, but not the overconfidence. Then fearlessness. All the Upanishads are teaching the only one thing, that is a fearlessness. Hanumanji, how fearlessness is. That quality is how we can develop. We will learn from the Hanuman Cālīsā. And another point, the clarity in our thinking, or I can use the word mental clarity. When Hanumanji speaks anything with anyone, we'll have the very clear clarity, which word has to be used in which place. Very good clarity. I will give one example. When the Hanumanji comes from the Lanka after discovering the mother Sita, when he sees the Rama, he says first, Pasya Sita. He didn't say, I have Sita Pasya. Another way also we can say in the Sanskritam, Pasya means I saw. By chance, if I use the word Sita first, mother Sita, I said, by chance, if I want to take a breath, I will give one pause. Rama may think any kind of thing, na? There are many people are eagerly waiting for the Hanumanji, eagerly waiting for the news from the Hanumanji. If you simply say Sita and give a pause, what happened to my Sita? What happened to mother Sita? Every Sugriva and all other people may feel anxiety. What is happening? Why Hanumanji just said Sita and kept quiet? Give a pause. How much time it requires to get the thoughts in our mind? fraction of second is enough to get so many thoughts in our mind, jumping into the conclusions. Fraction of second. So hence Hanumanji says, Pasya, I saw. Now you can take the break. You can take some time. If you want, then you can explain. Then everyone is relaxed. Clarity. When we talk, we need to have the clarity, which is very, very important. Now you may be having the clarity, but at the same time, we need to have the purity also in our heart. Purity in our heart. You may be having the clarity in your thinking. If the purity is missing, the self-growth, the inner strength cannot grow. You may grow external strength, but for our spiritual growth, if we want to grow in our spiritual life, not only having the clarity in our thinking, we also need to have the purity in our heart. That is the antakarana shuddhi takes place through the Hanumān Cālīsā. By taking the name of Hanumān itself, the purity takes place, antakarana shuddhi takes place. That also we are going to learn from the Hanumān Cālīsā. Then all these things are there. You are having the self-confidence is there. You are a very fearless person. You are having the clarity in your thinking. You are having the purity in your intention. But what else is required? One more thing is required, that is inspiration. So Hanumanji's teachings will be going to helpful to us. After the Hanumān Cālīsā also, Hanumanji's lifestyle is going to help us to develop our own inner inspiration. That is the most important thing. So what are the 5 points I mentioned for our personality development? Hanumān Cālīsā we are doing from the personality development point of view. I said one is a self-confidence. We need to have the trust in one's own self. The second one is a fearlessness. The third one is mental clarity. Now the fourth one is purity in the heart. The fifth one is inner inspiration. These are the points, the concepts we are going to reflect on these 5 points throughout our Hanumān Cālīsā. I mentioned that we need to have the 4 important things: courage with humility, strength with service, devotion with discipline, wisdom with action. These are the 2 different angles I have presented from the personality development point of view. And also how this Hanumān Cālīsā is going to helpful to me from the spiritual as well as from my psychological point of view. That is also important. The spiritual point of view, how I am going to grow myself. How can I develop my inner growth? That is a spiritual point of view. So how it will be? Hanumanji never gives up. Hanumanji, if he takes any task, he never gives up. Swami Vivekananda says, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. That commitment, that dedication we are going to gain, that helps us for our psychological balance, our spiritual growth. And Hanumanji shows us how to transform our fear into the faith, our fear into the trust. How can we transform our doubt into the discrimination, into the determination? And Hanumān Cālīsā also helps us to reflect on the steady mind, loyalty, the leadership qualities, and the intelligence and balanced life, balanced strength. All these things we are going to learn through Hanumān Cālīsā, and there are so many values are there in the Hanumān Cālīsā. We can learn values through the Hanumān Cālīsā. We can cultivate our character while reflecting the teachings on Hanumān Cālīsā, and we can transform our personal growth. So these are the qualities which we are going to learn through Hanumān Cālīsā. So today is just an introduction. So we will enter into the Hanumān Cālīsā in the next class, starting with the Doha. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamanu Mukuru Sudari Baranau Ragbara Bimala Jasu Jodayak Palachari Buddhihina Tanujanike Sumirau Pavana Kumar Balabudhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Bikar. This Doha, we will look into the next class. This Doha itself will take one class for us. Okay. So we have to bring the Hanumanji's nature from the Ramayana, what Valmiki Maharshi presented Hanumanji, and also we have to connect with Swami Vivekananda's teachings wherever there is a possibility. And also we have to connect in our day-to-day life. How can I utilize it? From the bhakti point of view, from the seva point of view, from the discrimination, the wisdom point of view, we have to look at this Hanumān Cālīsā. Hence, it will take some time. Okay. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaः, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you for joining.